Congratulations.
Thank you.
Look, we've seen the FA's clip of you talking to Morgan Gibbs-White about how you FaceTimed each other when you got the call up and how neither of you quite knew. Talk us through that and how special was the moment?
We both got told on the day that the squad was getting announced on the Thursday, but we didn't get a call till a bit later on in the, well, not later on in the day, but before the squad got announced. So you have no idea whether you're going to get selected or not. And I got a message off Lee, and he asked me to call him, and I was like, oh.
Lee asked you to call Morgan?
No, asked me to call. The manager asked me to call him. Right. So I rang him, and he let me know that I was in the squad, and you can obviously imagine my reaction. And the first thing I was thinking is, I wonder if Morgan's been called, because obviously we're very close, and I didn't want to ring him because I didn't know whether he'd found out or not, and he didn't want to ring me after, so there was a bit of tension. And then my dad was like, just ring him. So I rang him, and when he answered, we just both looked at each other and started smiling. Before anyone said anything, I was like, no, and he was like, yeah. And then we just started jumping up and down in the room, and yeah, you could obviously, we were just buzzing.
It's lovely to share that with somebody you're so close to, isn't it? That you both got first call up at the same time. Yeah,
and it's something that we've spoke about in the longest. Obviously, we've played each other growing up in the age groups. We won the World Cup together, and this last tournament, the Euros, was very special for us because, in our case, it was the last time we'd play with each other unless we'd get called up to the seniors. So in our heads, it was like, we have to win this and end it on as high as possible, playing with each other. And we managed to do that, and obviously managed to get called up at the same time, which is special.
Good stuff. Lee Carsley described you as a unique player. How would you describe kind of what your best position is and what sort of type of player you are? Because I think you are a bit different.
I'd like to say I'm just a midfielder. You know, I can operate in all three roles. I can play as the deep line midfielder, I can play as a number 8, I can play as a number 10, you know. I just love to play in the midfield and be able to distribute and help the team play in all different areas of the pitch, you know. I'd say I'm confident, I like being on the ball and like taking responsibility, so that's more or less my game.
And I wanted to ask you about the journey as well. When you left Manchester United and go to Lille, it's always difficult to leave a club like Manchester United. And then you ended up on loan at Boa Vista, so it didn't happen immediately for you. It's not been an easy route for you, has it? No. And I wonder how you reflect on all of that now, sitting in that seat where you are now.
When I left, it was more for the idea to better myself as a player and obviously as a person going through the journey that I went through. I knew that eventually I'd be able to create a pathway for myself to be able to be in this position that I'm in now. And yeah, it was difficult, obviously leaving the club that I was at from 6 and heading into the unknown really for me personally. And yeah, from then it's been an uphill trajectory, but also with a lot of difficulties and difficult moments going through. But being in this position now makes everything all worth it.
Good stuff, thank you.
Hi, Angel. Lee Carsley said that you're a player that controls games with your technique. Do you think your game is suited to international football, and do you think the game in England has changed since you left?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think it's a lot different to club football, international football, and I think with the players that this country produces, we've been close, and it shows the level of the team and where we're at as a nation, you know, and it's something that I think going forward, you know, we have a lot of new players, not just myself, that I've had call-ups as well, so it's positive, I think.
You were previously mentioned by Gareth Southgate, and I know you said you thought you'd create a path for yourself to get to this position, but did you think you were close before this call-up?
Yeah, believe it or not, I was like pre-selected in the group of a lot of players, and whenever the squads was getting announced, I'd get the email, but obviously you get told whether you'll get a phone call or you'll know whether you're in the squad or not, and I missed it a lot of the times, but I knew that if I keep going, sooner or later I'll be able to create a pathway for myself, and I'm just thankful that I'm here now and I'm able to showcase myself.
Was that pre-selected for the Euros?
Well, I got the email, so you get kind of like a confirmation that if anything was to happen, you're kind of in the plans and stuff, but just didn't quite make the group. But, you know, it's always fuel to keep going and to keep trying to get into the next selections.
And last summer when you won the Euros, Lee Carsley said you're a player he thinks will go on to be a coach because of the way you see the game and you see it in pictures. Do you think you will go on to be a coach further down the line?
Probably, yeah. I can't actually hide that. Yeah, probably. I like that side of the game. I think I'm a big thinker, and I think it's something that I'll probably go on to do when I finish playing, but it's not something that I'm thinking of right now, but yeah, probably, yeah.
Thanks. Go back to Jack. Yeah.
Hi, Joel. What's this camp been like since you joined up here?
For me, it's been really positive, really. I've settled in well. There's players that I already knew previously, and some new faces that I've got to know over the last couple of days that have helped me settle in perfectly. And no, I think it's exciting, and I'm just looking forward to the rest of the week.
What did Lee and the coaches say to you guys when you all joined up?
Nothing really. Just in the sense of we've been the squad obviously previously before I obviously joined, representing the country in the best way possible, and you know it's shown in the previous tournaments how close England have been as a nation, and you know we're kind of going off the back of that and trying to emulate and you know make the next step in winning the tournament, and that's what is here, trying to impose and set targets for the team.
And finally, having played with Lee for a long time for the 21s, can you just describe a bit what he's like as a coach?
He's a very fair coach. He's very honest. He's direct in his approach, and he's very close to the squad, and I think it helps as a player when a coach takes interest in a player, not just on the pitch but off the pitch also.